All the mysteries will be solved, as if everything were linked together if you can reach it, just like I did. What does that mean? Even if I ask him that, Nagito probably won't give me an answer. So it'd just be a waste of time to ask. He's probably talking about the window and what he saw through the window. Very interesting.
It appears that it's time for the class trial. To tell you the truth, I'm tired. Extremely tired. I feel like spending the rest of my life hibernating already.
So angry.
Man, I know it's bad, but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch. Though I really don't feel like it, I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial. Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
Looks like it's going to start. Another class trial.
Hey!
But how are we supposed to get to the trial ground?
Damn it!
You're right. We can't do anything unless we get all of this building. Did something happen?
Hey!
No, well, do you guys hear something? Hear something.
Hey!
What do you hear this time? Suddenly, as if cutting off Chiaki, our surroundings started to shake and rumble. And then, it suddenly appeared before us. Sure. Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way. Alright, I'm gonna go. Just hold on, Nekomaru. I'll make sure I avenge you. Jeez, let's be a little cautious. It's obviously a trap. I agree. I detected the scent of danger. Even my familiars are saying do not go inside. How interesting. If you can kill me, you're welcome to try. Try stabbing your swords to my very heart. Now then, we should get moving as well.
Yep,
you're right. It's annoying, but if Miss Sonia is going, there's no way I'm not going to go.
Damn it!
Again, that's so damn annoying. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. One by one, everyone went into Monokuma Rock. Until I was the only one left. And when I was about to take a step forward, we had the same step ladders. Huh? Nagito was suddenly standing next to me with his eyes locked onto Monokuma Rock. Other than a small movement of his mouth, he was perfectly still.
Oh.
You and I are just step ladders. For everyone who holds the title of Ultimate. I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying?
Man.
That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time. And from that, true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope.
Damn it.
But it wasn't. There's no hope amidst all these killings. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people?
What?
Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope.
Isn't that right?
After all, that's what it means to live, right? There's no way I'm going to accept that. Well, it's not like that's what I wanted to say to you anyway.
Hey.
There's one novel I like. It's a peculiar mystery story. Huh? A novel? The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the killer. Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and this projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. How do you feel about novels like that? What the heck are you talking about? You're just jumping from one topic to another. And I can't comment on a book that I've never read before.
No good at all.
Such a normal answer. I should have expected that for such a talentless reserve course student like you. But I know that you don't matter at all, so why do I care about you? You admire hope. I love hope.
Right?
In some ways, we're similar, but maybe that difference is what's making me so emotional. Enough already! I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go. Everyone's waiting. everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else? Reserved course students are so full of themselves. Nikita's chilling laugh continued as he disappeared into Monokuma Rock. Calm down. That's right, I need to calm down. I took several deep breaths, and once my nerves had settled, I stepped into Monokuma Rock. There is Agatha Christie novel that is just like that. The person telling the story ends up being murdered. It's a really nice twist. I actually, when he was saying that, I was like, isn't that a story from Agatha Christie? I think I remember hearing that from one of my friends. I haven't actually read it, but I remember one of my friends was really into her stuff. So I kind of remember that. So that might be the reference. Yeah. Did say it's a mystery story. So the elevator shook violently as it descended at an ever-increasing speed. But when we're in a normal elevator that shakes this bad, it reminds me how efficient the elevator in the funhouse was.
yeah.
Yeah, that's probably true. The elevator continued to shake and descended deeper and deeper, and suddenly it stopped, like he always does. And then the door opened.
Well now,
I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground, but it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already. I'm so sad, my chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this is so sad. Hey, don't go talking without permission after I've said my catchphrase. Otherwise, I'll roll a dice, and based on the results, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times. What an extreme punishment! Now then, let's get on with it once again. Actually, sex change operation is the incorrect name. The correct name would be genital reassignment surgery. Let's get a move, boys and girls. And so it begins. I hoped this would never happen again, and now it's happening for the 4th time. And actually, every genital reassignment surgery has its actual name. Phalloplasty, vaginoplasty, etc., etc. There are many different types, so there are many different names. But anyways, the curtain to the 4th class trial was about to open. Nekomaru Nidai, the ultimate team manager. He was more passionate, more daring, more honest than anyone I've ever met. Surely he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, Nekomaru's killer is one of us. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive. It's no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends, I will never ever forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair has begun. Let's get a save. Set skills. Alright, we have a few more skills. Chance. Even low... excuse me. Even low combos will increase the tempo. Effective during panic talk action. Is that actually good? That might be bad. I don't know. Infinity Unlimited Flame. Increases the power of the silencer. We can't have it? Oh, cannot combine with cheat code. I see. Seems like those are all the skills we can get. Actually, if we go back to the handbook, we might be able to buy something here. So I have 5 crystals. Trigger happy? Decreases delay between firing truth bullets. That seems okay, I'll take that. So we can equip that too. There we go. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's go.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go! Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me. I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is. I'm definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Okay.
You seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning? Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
Oh my god.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Flexible legs. That's how you would describe that?
Of
Sure.
course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
We just happened to run
What?
into each other on the first floor of Grape House.
What does that
We went to
mean?
the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So
Sure.
it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right? What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. The only thing at the crime scene that looked like was a weapon was probably... Here we go. Wire, oil on the floor, tipped over pillar. Broken doorknob, pillar fragments.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him!
Okay, so that might be a thing. Oil on the floor. Majority of it came from his fatal head wound. The hammer is most obvious, but he had no oil on it. Well, sadly, we don't have the hammer as one of the bullets. We have the chain, tipped over the pillar, with damaged, lot of blood there. Or oil, I guess. And some fragments under the body.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
Oh, no, we do have the new looking hammer. That's true. Normal hammer found on the floor of the tower is completely clean, almost as if it was brand new.
The weapon is decided!
The hammer in the tower was the weapon, like he said. It looks like that's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime!
Chain, pillar
That pillar,
fragments, broken doorknob,
No, the hammer!
wire, oil on the floor.
The
Maybe
killer
that's
used
gonna
that
be it.
hammer and beat the crap out of him!
Oh
If
no,
it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
wrong button.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Surprise
The
beating.
weapon is decided.
Okay. So we're probably gonna do oil on the floor
we should figure-
versus
The weapon was right
just
there,
the hammer,
killer,
right?
huh? No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's not it.
Damn it!
So I guess, yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot
I guess
Kazuichi's
we should
statements
figure
with the
out
hammer,
weapon
right?
first.
You
The
looking
weapon
hammer?
was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer. The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, that works.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
Yeah.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
So annoying with the chat delay, my tips don't arrive in time. Oh, actually, I saw you saying to try the new hammer bullets on Kazuichi's statement.
Then why bother cleaning the oil?
I
If they
mean,
didn't
what I
want it
mean to
look
say
suspicious,
is,
they would have discarded the hammer.
I did see it in time. That's why I went to try it.
You're
But
pretty insightful,
I was also thinking
baby
about that.
gangsta.
I don't know. I guess we're thinking the same thing.
Baby gangster.
Baby
Me?
gangster.
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
The actual weapon has oil on it, but if it's something on the actual crime scene that has oil on it, the broken pillar.
See! The only thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon! Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar!
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
Maybe they wrenched his head off and bashed it against the pillar? Oh, the pillar is on the floor though, so the pillar definitely was tipped down. But it's definitely like they used the wires around Nekomaru's body and used Nekomaru's strength in some way to drop the pillar on top of himself.
We tried to
Not
move it,
sure.
right?
It's no use, it's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid! He ain't the type to commit suicide!
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Well, I guess you're right.
What the heck?
But it does bother me a little. The word suicide. By the way, the fourth murder at the Killing School Life was apparently ruled as suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit
But that's
suicide.
a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. Alright, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all. Sonia, here I go!
Oh, here we go. Make your arguments. Wire, goodnight button, oil on the floor, tipped over pillar, pillar fragments, broken doorknob. It's probably gonna be the pillar fragments, right? It's probably gonna say something about the pillar being
There's
used.
no need to lift that pillar.
But the fragments
pillar was
under the
not
body
lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
wouldn't match, right?
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Okay. So I guess we're
There's
gonna
no need to
disagree
lift
with
that pillar.
Sonia's statement.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and
I guess I
bullseye.
missed it. Should have used the
Even
concentration.
I could probably tip it over.
Okay,
Considering
let's
it probably
skip this.
Sonia! I'm getting hella excited!
There's no need to lift that.
If the pillar was beating him with it is
What about tipping the pillar over?
No, that's wrong.
Oop, there we go, we got it.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
Yeah, exactly.
I briefly considered that too. But it's
But-
probably not what happened.
If the fragments, like, how would the pillar be the murder weapon if the fragments were under his body, though? Doesn't make much sense.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder
Exactly.
Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Yeah, I haven't noticed it either, to be honest.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh.
What did you say?
Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
Hey, Nagito.
So
what the hell
cocky.
happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
The wires?
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Huh.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon. I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
Not sure about that.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark daggers of destruction.
Ooh.
I see.
I don't know why.
So embarrassed.
But I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Except for Hajime?
So rude.
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Sure.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower.
Yes.
It is undeniable
Probably not
that
that way,
such
though.
a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that at first too, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts this. Ooh, here we go. Wire, goodnight button, tipped over pillar for Yuhiko's account, wall clock, broken doorknob, strange feeling in tower. It's gonna be strange feeling. Or maybe the broken doorknob.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower
Gonna start with strange
are
feeling
actually the
though.
exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
So I guess we're gonna disagree with Sonia's statement that they are the same place. Right?
In truth, Strawberries are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
Okay, there we go.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I
What?
won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building again.
Bow down.
Oh, hello, Maddie. How are you doing on this afternoon?
Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
Well, we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, but we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Yeah, the best part now is
Then
Nagito
Monokuma
being
didn't.
all bossy.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Rebuto Showdown. Oil on the floor, new looking hammer, chain. The chain probably, or the broken doorknob.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Advance.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the future pillar that he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
There's definitely a hole in what she just said.
It seems
Okay,
you have
okay,
forgotten.
okay.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the future pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
So it was not the chain.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten.
The new hammer, the fragments, the broken doorknob, that might be it.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Oh my god, I
the pillar,
skipped
the
it
body,
again.
Everything at the crime
Where
scene.
is it?
He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Broken doorknob.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
No, that was not.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
So everything at the crime
Damn it.
scene.
There are many different ways.
Chain, the pillar fragments, the wire, the oil on the floor. Yes, he would have been able to move the oil on the floor, right?
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma.
Oh, I
don't
was
you
right.
think?
Yeah, I just saw it that you said the oil had
It
moved
seems you have
too.
forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime.
Allow me to cut through those words.
There we go.
Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
It's all right. A fired-up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either.
I mean, they're certainly the same building, it's just they work differently from what we thought.
Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
Think, Jackie, think?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secret of the funhouse. But we don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. And the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why didn't I get to say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
He performed the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Who will he be talking about? The life-threatening game?
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagito grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
As he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain.